So you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Nashville, Tennessee area? Well, today we're going to explore the Summerlyn subdivision here in Nolensville, Tennessee. And if you stick around until the end, we're going to share with you a few gotchas that not too many people know about, so you don't want to miss that. All right, let's get to it. And if this is your first time on the channel and you'd like to get to know the Nashville, Tennessee area a little bit better, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to get all the inside information on Nashville and the surrounding areas. My business partner and wife, Noelle, and myself help people just like you every single day buy and sell property in the Nashville, Tennessee area, and we absolutely love it. So whether you plan to move in 9 days or 9 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom call, and let us help make your Nashville move super smooth. All right, to get started, we're here at the main entrance of Summerlyn. We're at the corner of Summerlyn Drive and Nolensville Road. And there are just a few things I want to point out before we get back into the neighborhood. So as of today, August 2023, Nolensville does not have a grocery store that's really convenient, not the south side of Nolensville at least, but that's all going to change. I'm going to pan the camera around here. You can see this red light back here, this is going to be extended straight across, and there's going to be a Kroger back here that's already approved and planned. There's going to be other retail and shopping. There's going to be a Main Street Village district over here that's going to extend from about here all the way up to Clovercroft Road. It's going to have like a town square and it's a main street for festivals and parades and that type of thing. And then up at the corner of Rocky Fork, Clovercroft, and Nolensville Road, there's going to be a Publix. And all this is going to be connected. It's all going to be walkable. It's going to be a little bit higher density than the neighborhoods. I think the buildings are going to be like 3 to 5 stories high. It's going to look like an old downtown area, or at least it's supposed to. It's going to have retail and commercial on the bottom floors and residential on the top floors. So that's going to completely transform Nolensville, and Summerlyn's going to be right in the middle of it, so it's going to be really convenient for people who live in this neighborhood. Now to my right, there's another piece of land. Now this land goes from Summerlyn Drive up to York Road, and it's in between Nolensville Road and Belsford Drive, and this land is HOA owned. It's not going to be developed. We might lose a little bit of the land as they widen Nolensville Road, but they've planted a lot of new trees back in here that are still young, so they're going to be growing up and creating even more of a buffer in between Nolensville Road and the neighborhood. So this. All right, we're heading south on Nolensville Road, heading towards Summerlyn. We're coming up to the intersection here of Rocky Fork Road and Clovercroft Road. To our left is the corner where the Publix is going to be developed, and to the right is going to be where the village area is going to be, about a block over. So yeah, on the right, about a block over, we'll have the village Main Street area. And all this frontage here will be developed into mostly commercial eventually. Village area is going to run all the way down, probably about here, and this is where the Kroger development will start. And of course Summerlyn Drive is going to go straight over Nolensville Road. The Kroger will be over here to the right. Now we're turning onto Summerlyn Drive, to the main entrance where we started the video. All the speed limits of Summerlyn are 25 miles per hour. And Summerlyn is about 23 miles southeast of downtown Nashville. The neighborhood's divided into 2 halves. The north half was built by the Jones Company, and the south half, which we're about to tour first, was built by Drees Homes. we just made a right onto Belsford Drive. The neighborhood spans 151 acres and there's 249 homes. 92, I believe, of those homes are here on the Dree side, and the remainder, 157 or so, are on the Jones side. The average sale price for homes sold in Summerlyn over the last year was $867,000. And the most expensive home was $1.3 million back in July of 2022. We just made a left onto Larkhill Lane, and now we're going to make another left onto Eckerton Drive. And all the homes in Summerlyn were built between 2015 and 2020. The homes on the Dree side here are mostly 3-car garages with a few 2 cars here and there and a few 4 cars here and there. The Jones side is a little more 3-car and 2-car garages. All right, we're about to make a right back onto Summerlyn Drive where we started. We just kind of made a little loop. And to the right here is the playground area and the pool, which we'll take a closer look at in a little bit. And now we're going to make another right onto Larkhill Lane. Which will take us back up to Belsford Drive, which was the first road that we turned on in the neighborhood. I'm gonna make another left onto Belsford, and this will take us back out to Summerlyn Drive again. And that will conclude the tour of the Dree side of Summerlyn. Of course, here's a whole nother north side of the neighborhood, which we'll look at next, which was built by the Jones Company. Okay, make another right on the Summerlyn Drive. Now we're coming up to Bradfield Drive. Now there is one exception to the Jones and Dree side, and that's right here at Bradfield. So when we make this right here on Bradfield, all these homes, even though they're south of Nolensville Drive, Summerlyn Drive, they were built by the Jones Company. And now we're heading towards York Road, which is another entrance into the neighborhood. There's 3 entrances, technically. The main entrance where we started, this entrance here at York Road. And we're gonna make a quick left onto York Road. and another left onto York Trail, which is technically the third entrance into the neighborhood. This actually goes into the Williamson County School campus with Mill Creek Elementary and Mill Creek Middle Schools to our right, and Nolensville High School directly in front of us. But since the school campuses are connected to the neighborhood, that kind of counts as a third entrance. And of course, being connected to this school campus is the biggest draw to Summerlyn's location. This is why most of the people move here who live here. All the homes in Summerlyn are walkable or bikeable to the schools. Some of the houses in the back of the neighborhood are close to a mile away, while most of these houses right up here on Bradfield, which we're about to make a right on Bradfield. This is where we were just a second ago, coming from the opposite direction. This time we're going to make a right into the north side of the neighborhood, which is all built by Jones. And of course, all of these houses right here are just right across the street from the schools. And you might notice that all these homes along Bradfield kind of have the same look and feel, and that's because they're all the Jones Carriage Collection, which has this courtyard style garage, 3-car garages. They're not all the same floor plan necessarily. They're just from the same collection, so they have this uniform look. Again, we're traveling on Bradfield Drive right now. You can see the walking paths to the right that go back into the woods, which are some of the amenities here in Summerlyn, which we'll look at a little bit closer here in just a bit. All right, now we're gonna make a left here on Boardwalk. Boardwalk is one of the streets here on the Jones side of the neighborhood, but there's not actually any houses that have Boardwalk address. It's just kind of a cut-through street. And we're gonna make a right here onto Robin Lane. And you'll notice how pretty much all the houses on this road have 2-car garages. A little bit smaller homes. We're going to make a left here on Vine Street. And this area of Vine Street will be the focus of one of our gotchas that we'll talk about here in a bit. And you'll see again, we got the carriage style homes again from Jones Company with the 3-car garages. And here to the left we have our green space with the swing sets. It's another one of the amenities of the neighborhood. We'll look at a little bit closer here in a few minutes. We're still traveling on Eckerton Lane, heading back towards Summerlyn Drive. got the pool right in front of us as we come here to the stop sign. All right, and that concludes the driving tour of Summerlyn. Now let's check out some of the amenities up close. Okay, our first amenities here, we have playground. And right beside the playground, we have the pool. Everything's a little bit quiet right now because school just started back a few weeks ago, and well, all the kids are in school right now. But during the summer when school's out, this pool area is hopping pretty much the whole time. Next amenity is green space. Swing sets and bench. This is near Eckerton Lane on the Jones side of the neighborhood. And let's not forget about the underground utilities. Not only are they a lot more attractive than traditional power poles, they also come in really handy when we have strong storms pass through Middle Tennessee. And my favorite amenity of living in Summerlyn are the connections to the trail systems here. So for the last 10 years or so, Nolensville, the town of Nolensville, has required that all new developments install trail systems that connect throughout town. And the Summerlyn neighborhood has 3 connections to those trails. This is the first one here. Cross over this little bridge. This usually has water in it, but it's been a dry summer, so it's all dried up right now. And here we have the Nolensville High School campus. We have these butterfly gardens that the students built. And trails that run all around the football fields here. Back all behind there, connects to other neighborhoods. So we got some marching band practice going on too at the high school. Okay, so at the beginning of the video, we promised that if you stuck around to the end, we'd share with you a few things that you need to be aware of if you're looking to buy a home in Summerlyn. And the first one of those gotchas or things that you should be aware of is we're here at the corner of Belsford Drive and Summerlyn Drive. And let me pan around here right behind me. Here is the Church of Nolensville, which is amazing. But this church loves to rock its music, or just something to be aware of. You might hear the church music blasting from time to time. School traffic. Yep, during the school year, especially around 7:30 a.m. and then again at around 3 to 3:30. Gonna have a lot of traffic, cars and students on foot. So something to be aware of. All right, and the next thing that you should be aware of is the floodplain. That's right, some of these homes along Bradfield Drive are in the floodplain. And while I don't think any of them have ever actually flooded, if they're in the floodplain, they will require flood insurance. So that's just something else that you need to be aware of. Okay, and for our final gotcha of the Summerlyn neighborhood, we are here at the corner of Vine Street and Eckerton Lane. And as you can see, the road ends. We have some undeveloped property. Now, this property is zoned as CD3, which stands for Character District 3. This is a residential neighborhood zoning with sidewalks and tree-lined streets, much like we have here in Summerlyn. As far as I know, there are no plans to connect this road to a future neighborhood, but if you purchase a house on this end of Eckerton Lane and Vine Street, then you should be aware that eventually this property will probably be developed into another neighborhood. All right, this concludes our summary of the Summerlyn subdivision in Nolensville. If you found value in today's video, please hit that like button below. It really helps us out. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap the bell for notifications. Once again, my name is Matthew, and whether you plan to move in 9 days or 9 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom call. All our contact information is below, and let us help make your Nashville move super smooth. Talk soon.